Welcome. Good evening. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, how has been your day today? Trust God, everything went as planned. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Let's wait a little for others to join us, please. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Today's video, please. I know a lot of you have some things that have been working for you. That's why I made it a live video. I want it to be interactive. Please share with us what has been working for you. We learn. No one is an island of knowledge. We learn. Please, if you have something that has been working for you, before I proceed into the video to talk about what I know, I believe, or what other persons have shared with me that has been working for them to bring a massive blessing, open doors and all that by the grace of God each month. So please, if you have anything that has been working for you, share with us. We'll so much appreciate to hear from you. We are about to enter into a new month, and it is everyone is supposed to do something at the end of each month and at the beginning of the first day, or let me say the beginning of a new month. But before I proceed, if you have something that's been working for you, don't hide it, share it, drop it in the comment section. Let's learn. Oh, Chizzy, this is what I do every new month. This is what I do. This is what I do at the end of every new month. This is what I do at the beginning of each new month to attract goodness, favor, and all that. Please, while I talk, help us to drop it in the comment section if you have anything. Let's learn from you also. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, what do you do at the end of each month, and what do you do at the beginning of each new month to attract favor? You know, one of the things that is keeping some people back today is they don't have some informations. Yes, is because some people do some things but they don't want to share it with you and all that. Maybe because they want make it just they be all of them, only them, or how do I put it? No. Sometimes people you see, by the grace of God, making headway one way or the other, may be performing, permit me to use the word ritual. Ritual does not mean you buy someone, all those kind of things. No, use your dictionary. So when I say ritual, don't say Chizi is talking about telling us to know. Ritual is an act or process of doing something, right? Some of us have rituals we perform at the end of each month and into the new month. Then again, it is very important for you to discover which ritual works for you. The ritual that works for me may not work for you. How do you discover the ritual that works for you? You need to go back to God in prayer. Yes, I did that few years ago, and I have never left. Even if I'm going to be doing some other things and all that, I have never left that which God revealed to me to do for my name to be heard for good. Even if I share it with you and you start doing it, I'm not saying it will not work for you or something, no. But maybe what God has designed for you to do may be different from what He has designed for me to do. You understand? So you need to go back to God in prayer. Ask Him, Lord, what can I do? What should I do for my name to be heard for good? For my name to be heard to the glory of your name? For my name to be celebrated? You understand what I'm trying to say? And I tell you, God will definitely reveal it to you. Maybe God will tell you, oh, every Saturday go and sweep the church. Maybe God will tell you once in a month, go and visit the motherless, go and visit people in the hospital. Maybe God will tell you, if you see a building where they are building a church, or he will reveal a particular church to you, go and sow your seed of maybe cement and all that. That brings me to something. But before you do this spiritual exercise, endeavor to seek the face of God and ensure that that church is standing on Christ. Now, when you see where they are building a church, don't go and waste your money. Not every church you see they are building, you are supposed to align with. Not every church is rooted in Christ. Now, I am using a church because I am a Christian. It could be a mosque, you understand? So where you see where they are building a church, you can buy a bag of cement. You take it there. Pray over that cement and say, Lord, as long as this building stands and your word is being preached there, so shall my blessing stand. You understand? If it's a completed church, you can buy some set of chairs, microphone. These are little spiritual exercise that breaks barriers even more than the fire you are firing. Buy a microphone for your church and say, Lord, as long as this microphone is being used to preach your word and people hear it, Lord, so shall my blessing be loud. This, that. Learn to participate in your place of worship, whatever they are doing. If the spirit, do not allow anyone to cajole you into doing what you don't want to do. All those kind of first giving, if you give 10,000, the Lord will open a way for you. If you want to give 10,000, please give. Not because someone say if you give, God will. God cannot be cajoled. God is not a man. You understand? On your own, your church uses diesel every month, every week. Oh, Lord, I am going to be a participator in buying diesel for this service every month, every Sunday. Even if it's 1,000 I have, go and meet the right it's a seed, meet the right authority or whatever. Please, I want to join in buying diesel that is used in the service every Sunday. If it's they have account where you can just drop it. Pray over it and send it. God knows you even when men don't know you. You understand? These are secrets of little secret of that breaks and open mighty ways in your life. Now, I call it spiritual exchange. Nothing happens in this life without an exchange. You must give something to get something. Let's be sincere with ourselves. It's not just about you collecting all the time. Father, bless me. Father, give me. Mba. There is a law that governs life sometimes. Yes, you cannot bypass that. Give us, never lack. Give, you shall receive. 100 measure, abi, is it 1 million measure, abi 1 billion measure, press down. You get? So let's stop cajoling some things. Let's stop putting out just spiritual work, telling people that when you do this, forgetting about the reality, the truth we need to tell them. Yes, that is why you see a lot of people keep doing these spiritual works without exchange, and they keep complaining that it doesn't work for them. Even if it's prayer you are praying, there should be an exchange. Tie your prayer to a seed. Yes, your seed will speak for you. Your seed will speak for you. Let there be an exchange in the spiritual realm. Very, very important. Thank you. So, what do you do at the last day of each month if time and place permits you? Last day of each month, learn to give alms. Learn to give alms. Very, very important. Now, alms giving doesn't necessarily have to be given to, maybe you will say, I can't go to where they are. It's far, which is understandable. It doesn't necessarily have to be to the beggars in the street. And moreover, giving to the beggars in the street, you need to have a spirit of discernment, because a lot is happening out there. If you don't have a spirit of discernment before you give, you may rope yourself into more problem. And the best way to give is giving to people that don't know you. you will not come across them eventually, if you understand what I mean. Yes, it is maybe when you give to, I'm not saying it is wrong. If you don't have spirit of discernment, that's when I'm talking about when you should give to people that don't know you. If you have a spirit of discernment, by the grace of God, even if you want to give to someone, are you typing French? Welcome. Even if you want to give to someone that may use it against you, because you have that spirit of discernment, God will tell you, no, do not give to this person. So it is important you give to people that don't know you, because it is people that know you. It is people that know you that will want to do evil work against you. Like now, so people will say, oh, maybe you want to help widows in Lagos. Have you helped the widows in your village finish? I cannot dare it. Personally, one-on-one, maybe one person I know, 1, 2, 3 person. If the Lord leads me to do it, know your boundary. Know your boundary in this life. Know the too overdo. This is some things that have brought great men and women down. I know by the grace of God, nobody will pull us down. We know that. But you should not, because you feel you have the grace of God upon you, you go and be challenging. I am a child of God, you go and be challenged. No. Mba. Now, giving to people that know you mostly, that is when they may feel, oh, so you don't make money. Oh, so you are mocking me. Oh, this, that. You can find someone on the street. You look at what this person is selling. It's just a little thing they are selling to survive. You can't walk up to someone and just say, I want to give you this. You can go to them, oh, how much are you selling this? I want to buy. Now, that is after you have prayed over your seed. Maybe from your home, you can then step out. Mama, especially all these elderly women, men, and all that. Mama, how much are you selling this? It's 15 naira. Okay, can I have 2? You buy. From there, initiate a conversation. Mama, can I bless you with this? That is a very powerful seed. If you give such a person, even if the person is you understand what I mean? They cannot use it against you because they do not know you. They cannot use it against you, one. And let me teach us how to covenant your money. You need to know how to covenant your money before you go about giving. It's very, 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 very important. Covenant your money. 1, get olive oil. Anoint your money. Lord, no one will use my money against me. My goodness will not turn to evil like for this. Do you understand? Just take a little, anoint your money. 2, second way you can covenant your money is, you put 7 seeds of alligator pepper in your mouth. Keep the money. Speak over it. Anyone that wants to use my money for evil, it will not work for them. It will backfire upon them. You spit it on the money. This third way you can do it, this pepper, this chili pepper or whatever, that is another very powerful this thing. Put a little on your tongue and speak. No one can use my money against me for evil. Anyone that I give my money and they say they want to use it for me against evil, this, pray, you know what to say. Spit it on the money. Then go out and do your charity work or your almsgiving. You understand? Last day of each month, it is very good you tell God, things I could not achieve this month, may the evil of this month not follow me into the new month. May the this, that, anything I could not achieve this month, oh Lord, may I achieve greater in the next month, this, that. Pray. Then, last day of every month, learn to cleanse yourself. It is very important. This video is supposed to come up yesterday, but the network could not permit. At least if it had come up yesterday, maybe some of us would have gotten some of these materials. But notwithstanding, even if it's only salt you get for your house, put out for water, pray over it, speak over it. Take sand, put it inside water, pray over it, speak over it, read your psalms over it, and ask God that the bad luck of this month, whatever you could not achieve, the hatred, we will call you back, we will get back to you, this, that you could not achieve, may they not follow you into the new month. You can quickly rush and get your bitter leaf and scent leaf, boil it, have your bath. You have your prekis, boil it, have your bath. Any spiritual this thing you have at home, use it to have a cleansing bath every last day of the month. It's get why it is very important. Then again, in a new month or first day of the month, same way if your time and your whatever permits you. Now, it mustn't be money alone. You can buy food for people. Yes, you can buy food for people. If you can go to where beggars are or whatever, you can buy food for them. There is another spiritual exercise you can be doing. These are spiritual exercises that some persons told me it has been working for them. I shared it on the channel, and by the grace of God, it is working for them. It is that of salt and money. I don't know if you have come across the video, giving them salt and money. But when you are giving salt and money, please do not give your salt and money to a beggar that sees. This spiritual exercise is very powerful. In fact, 3 days ago, somebody reminded me of it, that it's been working for her. She has been using it. It's been working for her. I may share it when this video is done on the community. So give them salt and money, lower denomination. But before you step out of your house with these things, pray over it and say, Lord, as I give this to a blind beggar, so shall my enemies be blind spiritually. They will not see me. They will, you understand? Pray over it, speak over it, and go out. The salt and money on is for negativity. Like, when I mean negativity, you speak out the things you don't want your life. Ask God to blind your enemies. Chineke na kpọọ anya ha ọkụ spiritually. Blind them so that they will stop monitoring you, so that they will stop following you about, so that they will stop taking that blessing that is coming onto you. Before you know, fiam oburu story go enter am. Give salt and money to blind beggars. This has done wonders. Remember, lower denomination. Yes, in this our country, for example, for now, what will lower denomination of money do for someone? It doesn't really give me joy giving lower denomination, but that is how I have someone that said she could not, or she now went and gave higher denomination. We understand we are supposed to be empathic. Lower denomination cannot do anything, but the spiritual exercise, that is how it works. Give them lower denomination for the spiritual exercise. Then if there's something around, you can then buy for them. Give everybody as much as you can. Waka, you understand, to clear your conscience that you are not giving someone something that cannot buy them anything. You understand? Then that of sugar and money, we call it anu, prayer of mercy. Do this on Wednesdays if you can, but if you cannot, I don't really like so much like these are natural things, spiritual work that tie it to days. It doesn't work that way. These are nature. It is mostly sometimes the deeper those things that if you don't obey the whatever, it will not work, or you face the repercussion. But these are natural things. But if you can on Wednesday, if you cannot, do it every day, any day, it will work for you by God's grace. Give them sugar and money. This one, you can give whatever denomination you can afford, but do not make the mistake of giving this one to a blind person. Do not make the mistake of giving this one to a blind person. You give it to beggars that can see. That of money and sugar is for beggars that can see. Please note it. That of salt is for blind beggars. Please note it. And that of salt is lower denomination. Now, take for example, in my country, the lower denomination that is still in circulation, I think, is 50 naira. I rarely see 20, 10 naira, 50 naira. Yes, you can use 50 naira to do it, or 100 naira. You understand? Then that of sugar, whatever your hand can afford, even if you have 1,000, you have 500, 200, 100 naira, give it to beggars. Pray, but before you do these spiritual exercises, endeavor to speak your intentions over them. You see, one thing I love about some of these spiritual exercises given to beggar, the less privileged ones, widows, and elderly people is nobody will say you are collecting their destiny. You are not in any way collecting anybody's destiny. You are not in any way collecting anybody's blessing. That is not what it is, please. So that is why I even prefer you do for those people. Will they come and tell you that you are collecting my destiny or you are collecting my glory? No. So please, if you can religiously, as much as you can, do these spiritual exercises that involves giving. You can sometimes you cook, you no get, yes, you cook, or you go to where they are selling food, buy food, pay them to put it inside takeaway. If your money reach 10 people own, five madam, put 500 own, 500, take it, go and feed people out there. It brings you lot of blessing, it brings you lot of open door. But do not do this with the intention of, I want to do it because I want to call I want blessing. I don't know the best way to put it so you will understand. God is not a man. Do it and remove your mind. Because some of us have this mindset of, I did this thing on Tuesday. Up to now, I've not seen it. Bam, bam, bam. You should be a giver naturally. Be a wise giver. Do not give out of sentiment. Give by leading. Be a giver. Givers never lack that you hear. Wallahi, no be lie. No be lie. People will think you are doing juju. Shey na juju this one they use. No, there is one secret in giving that I don't mind talking about it each day. And this has worked for a lot of persons I know through the channel. Yes, persons that have come back to share my testimony, to share their testimonies with me. A lady said anytime she needs something good from God, she will just cook small food and go and give it to beggars. She needs job or she needs anything, just cook and pray over it, go and give it to beggars. Before you know, 1 week, 2 weeks, bam, whatever it is that she's believing God for what gets to her. And I have a lady that shared with me, she said, Chizzy, anytime I feed maybe orphans, or there is an orphanage close to my house, I contract to be giving them bread. I contract to be giving them bread every day. Chizzy, this has been working for me massively. Find what works for you. But regardless of whatever it is, you can never go wrong with giving. Very important. Now, what do you do again in the new month to find favor before God Almighty? Most importantly, is to commit the month into the hands of God. It is the Lord that ordains our step. It is the Lord that perfects all. It is the Lord that holds our blessing. Never forget to do that, Biko, all the very important. Then, have you thought about having a cleansing bath in a new month? Or do you just walk into the new month going about and you keep complaining, nothing works for me, no one favors me, no one does this, no one does that and those and those? It is wrong. Did you see what God has been doing through nature, through cleansing? Have you come to realize that you don't have to do some kind of things before God will bless you? Have you come to realize that using these natural things alone are so powerful to the glory of God if you align it with prayer? Now, I shared it on the community. This testimony is giving me the vibe of what God cannot do does not exist. This testimony is reminding me that dibia agwochie, or how do my people speak it? Like when a herbalist prepare, another herbalist will prepare to scatter it. And the greatest herbalist I have come to know in this life is God. There is no herbalist that is greater than God. Chika Dibia. There is a name in my dialect, Chika Dibia. That is God, literally meaning God is greater than Dibia. So no matter who or what that have tied it, there is a God that will send someone or that will untie it. Now, this lady has been working in wherever. The number one thing I love about what she told me is she refused to compromise. One, it becomes a problem. If you understand what I mean by compromising as a lady, others were compromising, but she stood her ground. She refused to compromise. In fact, she has been into that business before, and her spirit keep telling her that this is not where you're supposed to be. She says that whenever she put on her shoe and her dress to go out for night business, if you understand what I'm trying to say, I am not trying to belittle or put down anyone on whatever they are doing. Some people do it for condition. It is condition that puts them in that situation. But I pray God Almighty, give them a reasoning, a testimony that will make them come out of that life. Eventually, she stopped the life and got a job, a well-paying job where there are white people. It is white people that come there. They pay you good money. Now, it is not what you think. But in the process of that job, some ladies compromise to get more money, but she refused to compromise, and she's being hated one way or the other. At a point, they began to fight her spiritually. Yes, her fellow ladies began to throw whatever evil arrow at her. No customer calls her. Okay, this particular place is a big place, is a massage place where ladies massage men, oyibo big men, you get it, and they pay them good cash. But some ladies go extra mile to give the men, you get it, I can say it, you understand. Now when they give the men all those other side, they get more money. But this lady, I thank God for her life, because she has been in that life before, and God kept warning her that she's not supposed to be there. So when she got this job, she refused to compromise to be giving the men, you get it. So it became a problem, and she's into a very big debt of 10 million. I have not even asked her how she came about debt of 10 million. There is trouble in Africa. 10 million here, debt. Well, this job is what she has been praying and believing God to use to pay her debt. But all of a sudden, no one calls her for massage. Yes, people will need to like you, call you for massage, then they pay you. All of a sudden, the girls began to fight her. All of a sudden, things began to go wrong and all that. And when she messaged me and was telling me, I was like, God, this one na your battle. For the fact that she honored you and said she will not do it the other way around, God, show yourself in her life. It is not about the product she bought. No, mba, oburoya. It is not it at all. She ordered products, yes, but this can only be God. Just 7 days after cleansing, today she called me. In fact, she bumped me with call. Like, the only reason why I kept picking her call is I say, a debt of 10 million, please, if you don't pick this girl's call before you will go here, I may not hear because I don't know her, but before unknowingly she will go and do something and buy herself. So I picked her call whenever she called, just to keep encouraging her. But today it shocked me. She called me this morning. Oh, she got a bracelet, tiger eye. How do I use it? And I told her. Few minutes after, I saw her call again. I was like, oh God. Even when I'm sleeping, sometimes my phone will just ring. I will look, it will be her. She will wake me up from sleep. Now so this girl take, but I just calm myself. But this one's I beg, follow am, because I can't imagine someone owing a debt of 10 million naira or guinea. Well, I don't know what thing she used and do, but that's not the issue. When I picked her call the second time, I was like, Mama, on guinea. She said, help me thank God. Help me thank God. God has done it. God has done it. Immediately I spoke with you now. The man that brought me into the place, apparently is a white man that introduced her into the place, the office or whatever, you understand, into the job. The man that he brought me into the job, he just called me now that I dropped the call. He said I should go and manage his own personal place. He has a place. He said I can register the signboard or be whatever in my name. He said I should do this with a good pay. With this, I can literally feel her joy. The first thing that came to my mind, I said, God, thank you. Motibo, I don't come out for this. At least she will not be calling me all the time, telling me, Mama, this is what is happening. They are about, Jesus, one can stress remember. But I thank God for giving me the grace to be patient and follow her up. And I thank God that it ended in praise. Now, why am I telling you this? There is power in God. There is power in nature. There is power. There is power in these little things you call nothing. Now, let me tell you something. Each time you step up, that you want to start this using these natural things, I've always told us, expect attack. Some of you that come to me, cheesy, they started attacking me. Why won't they attack you when they know that you are about to discover the truth? When they know that you have seen something that will change your life, do you want them to keep quiet? Do you want them to just let you go on a platter of gold? No. Your prayer and persistence matters. When the attack increase, just remember that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Some people will tell me that I stopped. You stopped? Like you stopped? because you saw some attack in your dream, you stopped. Okay, now no wahala. As you don't stop now, did it end in whatever problem it is that you are encountering? No. Do not give up. It is not time to stop. Not time to stop. I 3 years ago, I have this customer that bought some spiritual colon from me. This lady is experiencing something spiritual in her dream. Things are not working, everywhere is just tight, and there's something going on spiritually. So she got this spiritual colon, and to the glory of God Almighty, that which she's experiencing, God stepped in. She see them no more. She experienced them no more. Guess what? One of her, because now all this church sister, one of the brothers from nowhere, she did not tell him she bought something, just called her one day and told her that that thing she is using is against the will of God. And I now ask her, did you tell him, like somebody you don't live with, nothing concern you with the person? She said, no, I did not tell him that I'm using anything. And I asked her one simple question. I said, for years you have been going through this and that and that. And by the grace of God, you got this thing. And to the glory of God, you no longer experience that thing. And someone just call you and tell you that it's against the will of God. But the only thing I will tell you is, don't ask me, please. Nobody should come and say, I'm trying to make them believe what they don't. Please, don't ask me if you should continue or not. Do whatever your mind tells you. And she said, she will continue. Now, why am I telling you this? If you think they are not monitoring you, if you think they are not seeing, if you think that what you are doing is not touching them, be joking. If you think that as you are watching this live video now, some of them are not watching you, and listen, not to scare anyone, but this is the reality of life. It is only God that will save us. It is only God that will protect us. That is why I say, hold on to God. Basa chuku, run to God. He gets why you use these natural things. Run to God. Hold on to God. I don't know, if you are on my live video a few days ago, I told you of a man that contacted me and told me that as we are speaking now, his tormentor is listening to us. That I was like, and you now decide to call me as what now? I don't know if we are in the live video. I told us about a man that called me, that for 17 years he served someone, and when he decided to leave because he discovered that the person is not pure in God, from that day things began to go bad, the torment and all that. Please, if you have time, go to the community. Few days ago, just after 7 days of using the curse breaker soap, he shared his testimony with us, how God is beginning to break. In fact, how it started, he said, God, the only thing that gave me courage to continue with him is when he told me that God revealed to him in his dream, he saw me preparing something for him, whatever. That now waiting give me liver. When he said that, I just said, God, if you reveal, you will perfect. And I thank God today. So for you to know that they are monitoring. In fact, when he told me, you could not continue. He said, let's continue to chat on WhatsApp. Let's continue to chat on WhatsApp. I say, these are some of the reasons why we don't pick calls. Sometimes, yes, it's not like we don't want to pick call. I am human. I have 24 hours. I need rest and all that. So when people begin to call you, they transfer their energies to you by telling you all these things. It is their energy. If you are into these things and you don't take care of yourself prayerfully and spiritually and cleansing, wallahi, just mere things that people tell you will bring you down spiritually, but God no go let them happen. You understand? So that is to tell you that they monitor you. Do you wonder why when you buy a spiritual product, they come and meet with you in the dream? And you'll be like, even while I'm using this thing, it is strategy. It is strategy to discourage you. It is not time to give up. They have seen that you bought something, and they know that that thing you are using is going to work for you by the grace of God. So they will come and contaminate it by mating with you in the dream. And when you wake up, you feel like, oh, even when I'm no, 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 no. It is not time for it is not time to give up. It is time to continue. It is time to continue with your prayer. Seriously, it is time to continue with using your nature, whatever you are using. Now let's talk about what you can do or use in a new month to attract favor, to attract goodness. Have a sweetening bath. The most simplest sweetening bath you can have is very simple. Getting your coconut water, getting some coconut. One, break it, put the water inside a bucket of water, a mixture of water, you understand? At least this one is very easy, extra easy but effective. Add your salt, add your sugar, pray sweetness into it, and say, from today, as I use this new month will favor me. This new month will bring good opportunities. There shall be sales. If people are saying there's a casting down in their own camp, in my own camp I will be singing there's a lifting up by the grace of God. This month will bring me blessing. This month will bring me good tidings. This month will bring. Pray into this bucket of water and have your bath with it, if you can, especially the first day of each month. Like the video I just dropped, I think the last video of what to use to wash your face. Every new month, prepare this mixture, a little to wash your face. Okay, let me repeat it. Maybe some of you have not seen the video. Just some garlic inside water, sugar, honey, and salt. Put some garlic into it. Prepare it and pray over it. Write your intentions into it. And every morning before you step out, after you are done having your normal bath and whatever, take that water, pray and wash your face. Lord, as I step out, may business sell. As I step out, may favor, may blessing, this, that. Always use it to wash your face. And I tell you, watch God do mighty things. Don't wash it off. Allow it to dry on you if time permits you. You can rub your cream and whatever. Mary Kay, Sister Anne, what are the names of those powder that you people use? Mary Kay, foundation. No, people like us now, white powder would they use, so we don't blame me if I don't know their names. You can now put your foundation and lay the building and put your Mary Kay. Ngwanu, that way, whatever spiritual blessing that is yours, even with the Mary Kay and all that, by the grace of God, men will see you and favor you. When you step into that office for that contract, favor will follow you. When you display that business, be it online or offline, God will send you your own people that will buy from you. You understand? Now, someone told me something. She said, now I understand when you say, have something doing. Do you know why she said so? Yes. It is not a hidden secret. It's a testimony on the community of my product. She bought the money soap. She said because customers are trooping in, like she cannot even handle them. Now, yes, I will bless the works of your hands. A lot of us try to do some of this spiritual exercise, but we don't even want to do anything, no matter how little it is. You are waiting for 500,000 to start that business, and meanwhile you know that 500,000 is invisible. Who go give you? Nobody go give you. And you have 50,000 in your account. You don't want to bring out that 50,000 to start small. Of these natural things we put out, yes, it brings favor, blessings by the grace of God, but it works perfect when it finds something in your hand. That business you are doing, job you are find favor before your oga, promotion and all that. Let's have something doing, no matter how little it is, and present it before God. Lord, I have started. Look at what I have in my hands. Lord, bless it, multiply it, make my name be heard for good because of this little I have in my hand. Let kings and queens gather for my sake. Let blessings from north, south, east and west, all over the world. Let me pray, present it before God, and watch God multiply that little you have. While you are using these natural things, please, I beg of us, do something. Start something, no matter how little it is. It's so painful. I know some people cannot even start the little because they don't have. I understand. Yes, such kind of people, the Lord will send people to favor you. Yes, and when they give you that favor, please use it to start something. Don't use it to go and rush and do something that is not necessary. Because, and for those of us that have little and we are still waiting for big, it is wrong. It is wrong. Go and read the story of persons you have had their stories today. I don't know when the Aliko Dangote started, the richest man in Africa, if I am right. They no born me now, I don't know, but I read from history. He started from little, the tray, from carrying tray. Now, I believe from that tray, he opened a small kiosk. I believe from that small kiosk, maybe he rented a another small shop. I believe from that small shop, he had 2, 3, 4. Today, does he still work? But he sits in his house and command things. He sits in his house and sign things, go for meetings and all that, isn't it? Start from your little. The Lord will uplift you from that little. The Lord will take you from greater height to that little. Please start somewhere. Start somewhere. Start somewhere, because you can do it. You can do it. The world is waiting for your testimony. The world is waiting for your name to be heard for good. Stop delaying those that are supposed to be blessed because of you. There are some people today, let me tell you something, but for such people, I pray that God rise up other men. That is why God says that if you know do am, he will raise another person to do am. So if God gives you an assignment, maybe the assignment is the little you have in your hand and you are wasting time, he will transfer the assignment to blessing to someone else that he sees is ready to start from somewhere. So please start from somewhere. There are people today that are still where they are because of you. There are people today that are starving because of you. There are people today you are their helper. Yes, that is why daily we pray. These Yoruba people used to pray and say, ki ikuma pa alanomi, ki aisoma she oloremi. As we all day like this, there are people that have been destined to be blessing to us. If you don't learn to pray for your helpers wherever they are, your helpers can be your customers. Did you just hear what I said? Your helpers is not necessarily somebody that will come and give you money, millions. Your customers can be your helper. Learn to pray for your helpers wherever they are. Lord, don't allow my helper to die, yo. Don't allow my helper to die. Anybody that you have signed that will sit on the day that I will go for that visa interview, God, don't allow them to die, yo. Don't allow them to fall sick. Yes. Don't allow them to fall sick, oh God, though. Because some people, the day you are coming for something, the person that God has set maybe to favor you, the enemy, if you don't pray seriously, the enemy will just make them maybe fall sick, or they will give them one unnecessary leave, or they will go for one and job, and they will just keep somebody, their agents, that will not come and be waiting for you. Always pray for your helpers. So also you are a helper to others. You are a destiny helper to others. Some people have not ate today because you have not stand up to do the right thing. I am not saying maybe you are the one that will feed them, directly or indirectly, anyhow it be. Directly, it could be the knowledge you are passing. They will listen to it. They will listen to it. And before you know it, they put it into effect. And God opened ways for them. So it's not like somebody, you can be someone's helper in Ghana. Do you know the person? Will you meet the person? But such a person is starving. Such a person is dying because you yourself, you have not found your roots. So also you should always pray for your helpers. Lord, please, anybody that is destined to take me to the next step, anybody that is destined to walk with me in this journey, don't allow them to die, Biko. Don't allow them to see evil. Don't allow them to see sickness. Do you know why some of you, once you ask people for favor and help, bam, one problem will just come their way? Maybe their child will be sick, or their mother will be sick and all that. They are your helpers. But the enemy has gone forth before you because you don't pray seriously. You don't send forth the word ahead before you. The enemy will go forth before you and just go and immediately you ask, uncle, I need this, or auntie, I need this. That is also because they themselves, your helper too, they are not strong. They are not strong spiritually in prayer and all that. That's why the enemy will be penetrate and bring one problem so that they will just forget you, so they will not help you at all. So learn to pray for your helpers. Very, very important. Every new month, observe something. Paid Bonita guy. Observe something. What is that thing that the enemy always used to strike at you? Anger. Avi? You have before you know, one thing, somebody will just do one thing, wham, you get angry and begin to curse them and begin to Let me tell you what has worked for me on my anger issue. I used to be somebody that gets angry. Like, I had anger issue in the past. If you notice, if I get angry from my typing, the way I will write, you know that. But thank God, that spirit is a spirit. Wallahi, my people are not go on jail. We go end this live video here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you. Nepa, God, they watch you now.